Happy Monday. This is Jake at Springs Law Group. I am doing the Monday moment today. The topic is, where is my topic? How do you know who's at fault for an accident? The reason we're doing this topic is because it does come up a lot that in an accident, especially if there isn't strong proof one way or another, like a video, there's a question about whose fault it is. This is important because the insurance companies will discount your damages that you can recover from an accident by the percentage of fault. And in Colorado, if you get to 50-50 fault, so if it's like just as much your fault as the other person's fault, you'll get nothing. So that's why it's so important to prove fault in an accident. The easiest and cheapest way would be if the police officer agrees that it's your fault. So we do recommend that you call the police after an accident because there's for several reasons, but in this instance, it's important because the police officer can take a look at the scene and determine whose fault it is usually. And so that's the strongest, cheapest way to prove fault. However, the police officer doesn't always agree with you, and sometimes the police officer can't tell whose fault it is. And sometimes the police officer is in a hurry and may not do as great of investigation as you wish they had. And so in that case, another option is that you can do your own investigation and try and prove it up yourself. No offense to you, but you're not going to be very persuasive because you are not unbiased. People are going to assume that whatever you say, you're saying it for your own benefit. And so unlike a police officer who's hopefully unbiased, you are going to be seen as biased in your favor. But you still can, if you have photos or video or measurements or things like that, you may be able to prove that the accident wasn't your fault. And then a third way to determine whose fault an accident is to hire an accident expert. So we often call those accident reconstructionists. And what they will do is they will review whatever evidence is available. And depending on the complexity of the case, you can spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on accident reconstructionists. They can do models, they can do animations, they can do all sorts of things. In most accidents, that would be overkill. You don't need that much. But in a huge accident or where the damages are catastrophic, it may merit that. So really, that's why we recommend you call the police right after the accident. And then also the police can take the law can take the appropriate course to punish the wrongdoer criminally. And that's always helpful too. So again, to review, your three options are the police. That's the cheapest because you don't have to pay them. You can try it on your own, less successful, or that's less likely to be successful. And then the third option is an expert, which can get really expensive, but depending on the nature of your case, it might be worth it. So thank you for your time. Hope you have a great Monday, and we'll see you on the next one.